Hi. Welcome to this week's live. For those of you who are new to my community, my name is Molly. I'm a LinkedIn business coach, and I help you to optimize and monetize your LinkedIn presence. Now, as I sit here to catch my breath, I hope that your day is going well. I am so excited to just share. I have some amazing projects and collaborations that are happening, and I just got done recording one with the amazing Carrie Lewis, and I'm so excited. So excited for you guys to be able to tune in and to see how all of this is going to be cracking in the world of Molly Lowe. So, yes, how's your week? Let me know how that's going. Let me know in the chat. If you're tuning in on live, say hello. I always like to know that I'm not just, talking to myself. So, as you guys see, today's live is going to be one that's going to be a little bit more vulnerable. It's going to be just a heart to heart conversation. And of course, per usual, so my morning routine usually is this. Okay. So, after I take my kids to school, I usually go ahead and I do my workout, and then I listen to my podcast while I am getting ready for my day. And I was listening to a podcast, and he had mentioned Albert Einstein's famous quote here: insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. And that just really hit me today. So, of course, one thing that I'm just going to own this straight out. This is one of those things where I get to be human. I am human, okay? And I firmly believe in just transparency and vulnerability. Because when you think about it, we are not all perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be perceived as perfect. And yes, I am a business coach. I am really good at what I do. And I still have things that I am learning and I'm still growing in, that I still am evolving at. And that's the beautiful thing about being able to guide others while you're still on your journey yourself. I mean, that's coaching 101 for you. Am I right? So, let me just share something that I have been I wouldn't necessarily say struggling with, but more so working through and just giving space for my growth and development. And Albert Einstein's quote here just hit me. It really did today, because I, let me just say it this way, bear with me. A lot of this may sound like rambling. So thank you for your patience. But I think that I know that this is something that we all need to hear. Okay. As coaches, people hire us for our expertise. Yes. And we're not going to know everything all the time. There's going to be aspects of my business and how I do things that I just don't know. Okay. And so when I heard this, I just thought to myself, what do I continually do in my business that I think for some reason I'm just, maybe it's because it's routine, maybe it's because I'm complacent, maybe it's because it worked for me at one point, and so I'm hanging on to that little bit of a thread that it's going to continue working for me. And as a business coach, I would never ask, if you formally work with me, this is one thing that you can ask all of my clients. I would never do something that I would never ask you to do something that I would never do for myself. Okay. I practice what I preach. And one thing that I know is that where I am resisting something in doing something that could help me to elevate or to get to that next level in business, it's because I'm scared. And I have been feeling a sense of resistance for probably about a good month now. It really started in 2024 at the beginning of the new year. Everyone starts out their new year with really positive intention and all of that good stuff. And I think that that's fabulous. And I did the same. And one of the things that I wanted to do was to continue to increase the amount of networking events that I was going to be going to. Now, mind you, as a BIPOC woman, right, a woman of color, somebody who is first generation entrepreneur, it is very intimidating to be a part of networking groups in which I don't see other women like me. Now, I'm not asking for, for everyone to be Hmong American first gen, but I realize that if I continue to lean into networking with women only, which is my comfort zone, that I am going to be missing a huge opportunity in learning how to grow, pitch, market, sell my valuable coaching support to men. And that has been one of those things where I was just like, what am I continuing to do that's not resulting in results for me? Or what kind of different results am I looking for, but I continue to do the same thing over and over again, expecting something different? And I think that this is one component of what I want to do to change to grow my business. And that's why today's live is really more just heart to heart. This is more masterminding together, because I'd love to know what are you resisting that if you did this it probably would yield you more visibility, more sales, more growth, more confidence, more empowerment, but that you're stopping yourself from because it's not some place that you feel comfortable and confident in. And one thing that I always take a lot of pride in, that I will always try to do when it comes to this community, is the ability to share my thoughts, my journey, what I'm doing in my business that is working, what's not working. And I'm not just going to paint you sunshine and rainbows over here. I'm also going to share with you that, again, I'm a real life human being, y'all. And there are things that I too struggle with. And so when I think to this specific quote, I think insanity for me is thinking that I'm just going to continually join women networking groups, which of course I still will want to do that, but to only pigeonhole myself there and to only say, well, that's where I feel most comfortable. That is me being insane. That's me believing that if I just continue status quo, then I'm going to get better results. And I'm here to call myself out today. I'm calling myself out on my shit today, guys. I'm holding myself accountable to say, I'm going to do it scared. I am going to go out there and I'm going to make space. I'm going to make space at the networking events where it's primarily men, and especially those that are primarily white men. I'm going to make space at the table, baby. And I have something of value that I can bring too. And even though I'm petite, I'm 4'11" and a half. Yes, I'm 4'11" and a half. Never ever quite made it to 5. I know I'm petite. And so it's easy for me to hide. It's easy for me to get lost in the crowd. It's easy for me to just be quiet and not open my mouth and not say what I want to say or share my thoughts. But that's not me authentically. And when I think about who I am as a being, one of the most beautiful things, which people did think that I was insane for doing this, was the ability to lean into my authenticity and to be bold and to no longer be censored. So it's so crazy how our subconscious mind, and in my case, how my subconscious mind is keeping me to play safe and to play little by only wanting to do women summits, only wanting to join women networking groups, only wanting to surround myself with women because that is my comfort zone. If I were coaching myself, if I were to reverse and look in the mirror and just dead on make eye contact with myself and say, Molly, who do you need to be? What do you need to do? And what do you need to believe in order to overcome this resistance so that you can level up, so you can see the accelerated growth, I would respond in this way. I would say, I need to know that it is a birthright. It's my birthright to own my expertise. That empowerment starts with me. Courage is a decision. Knowing that I am resisting the things that I'm scared tells me that I want more. I want better. And that is okay. It's okay to feel afraid. But when you stop taking action because you're scared, because you're afraid, no, that is real insanity. You need to start believing that you have value to offer, because you do have value to offer. And it's not even like you're saying this from a place of being boastful or from an egotistical perspective. Molly, look at your recommendations. Look at all of the amazing clients that you've had the honor and the privilege of working with. Look how you have transformed their lives. You need to start truly owning your value by doing what is scary, because you deserve it. Listen, guys, this is one of the most vulnerable lives that I can do and have done up to point. And this is me telling you that there are moments of fear that even I experience. And there are times where I have to hype myself up. But understanding that if I continue to do what I currently do now and expecting something different, that really is pure insanity. That is enough motivation and drive for me. That is the most logical thing that I can possibly wrap my head around. And you guys know I am a doer. I am somebody who will take action. I will do things scared. It takes courage to get there, but I will do it. I am all about doing. The most logical thing that I can truly dissect and understand and digest today is that if I continue on this path, doing exactly what I am accustomed to, doing what is comfortable, doing what's safe, doing what is what allows for me to just be complacent, then I am not going to see the results that I want. And that requires that I do things differently. And that requires not just the doing, but that requires the beingness. That requires the way that I view myself, the way I think about myself, the way that I show up for others. That requires self-love, compassion, grace, mercy. That requires permission to do scary things. And it's okay that I am struggling with that right now. It's okay that I feel intimidated by joining larger power networking events where I may not be able to exude my boldness and my authenticity in the way that I feel confident to do so yet. So thank you for tuning in to this rambling. I hope that you glean some kind of inspiration from this. And if so, please let me know in the comments section or send me an email. This is one of those things where I want to be able to share with you all my journey as I continue to build my business and step into that next level of who I want to be. So with that being said, sending you all of my love. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.